Joe doesn't really understand then the full context of what the gaming community is and how many.
Bro, I read a comment on Reddit that was so ignorant. It was so ignorant that I had to reply to it. Someone tweeted out, someone posted a screenshot of me saying that I was going to be playing less Fortnite, and then this guy made like a whole analysis as to why I don't like Fortnite anymore, and it's because I'm not the best player in the world. And I'm just like, bro, I don't want to be the best player in the world. I don't even want to compete. And his reasons was that I didn't play in the DreamHack tournament, and the reason why I didn't play in the DreamHack tournament is because of my ego, because I don't want to lose to people that have been practicing competitive Fortnite. It's weird to see people think that I'm not playing Fortnite because I'm not a pro player. Like I'm not good enough to be a pro player. I'm literally the perfect candidate to just focus on competitive Fortnite and become a top tier player. But I would have to drop a lot of other things that I'm doing really well right now, which is like content creation, sponsorship acquisition, brand building, all this different stuff. My 3 YouTube channels that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? All these things that I'm doing, it would have to be slowed down. And it's just not worth slowing that down for competitive Fortnite, which is like let's be honest, competitive Fortnite is it really like something that we really want to strive for? Like really? Is it really the pinnacle of like competitive esport experience? Like sure, it can be fun and it can be exciting and there's a lot of prize money involved, but is it really the top of esports? Is it really what you want to throw all your eggs in? It's a very finicky sport. There's a lot of top pro players who played Fortnite, won hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're still good enough to keep playing, but stop playing competitive. It's a stressful environment. Competitive Fortnite is a very stressful environment because you have to deal with so many different things that can affect your success outside of your control. You have to decide, like, am I going to make some unspoken agreement with somebody else about a drop spot? Am I going to have to deal with people teaming and solos? Am I going to have to deal with, what Discord I'm in to like if I'm going to get kicked out of a Discord for playing too aggressive and I can't practice against other pros? Like, there's just so much BS that goes into it. It's a stressful. The top guys are doing well, but like everyone besides them is having a really stressful time, right? So it's like, that's the reason why I really wanted to pull out, is because I was having really great success on the competitive side of things. I mean, not competitive, on the content side of things, and competitive Fortnite just doesn't seem appealing. It just doesn't seem appealing to really put that time into it. Like, believe me, I love competing. I love, if you watch my streams before Fortnite, I was always about the competition. It's just Fortnite is not a easy or fun game to really compete in. Even the top players, they're always complaining on Twitter, always have issues going on, always have just a lot of messy things they're dealing with. Even like the top people who are earning hundreds of thousands, they're it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
I saw the most recent clip going on about Joe Rogan, his comment about video games or like gamers, and I think where he was coming from, or what he was talking about specifically, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but what I watched the whole thing and try to get context of it. I watched, before and after the clip that was just, being posted on or on Twitter. It sounds like he's talking about like the top 1%, like the very odd or one-off chance that you're going to be a professional player, an esports player, and a successful one at that, right? I mean, you can be a professional esports player and, be on like a tier 2, tier 3 org, which is not maybe paying you the most. And obviously if you're not winning and being paid a lot, you're not a big streamer, then you're not really making a lot of money. So I'm assuming he's just basically talking about, the top 1%, you're winning every tournament, you're on a top organization, you're making a shitload of money, you're successful. And I mean, he talks about how, gaming can potentially not really get you anywhere, right? You're putting a lot of time into it and you're just mindlessly playing video games. I just don't think what Joe doesn't really understand then the full context of what the gaming community is and how many different avenues you can be successful in gaming. I mean, there's streaming, just content creation, YouTube, being a professional player, being a freaking coach. I mean, like, you don't like you can be incredibly understanding of a game, but not have the physical capacity to be able to, get pentakills every single round and, every single game. But that doesn't mean that there's not a job for you, right? That doesn't mean there's not a place for you in the gaming community where you can be successful. Especially when, coaches are being valued more and more in the gaming community now, which is a beautiful thing to see because coaches have been in sports forever. So, I mean, I'd love to go on and talk about it more, but I think that if you guys are in the gaming scene, we all know there are so many different ways you can be successful. There's so many different ways that you can make a living out of it. So keep gaming, continue to educate yourselves, and love you guys. And also would love to be on the Joe Rogan podcast. Talk more about it.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you.